Today, we're in Epic Universe, Universal Orlando's brand new theme park.
This is super exciting because this is the first major theme park to open in the US in almost 25 years.
Now, this new addition to Universal Orlando doesn't officially open until May 22nd, so I am super lucky to be in Epic Universe for a special preview. Here you can explore 5 brand new themed lands: Celestial Park, Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. And what better way to really get to know these lands than by enjoying the local cuisines? I'm taking you with me to try the top 10 foods at Universal's Epic Universe. We have officially made it into Epic Universe, and to me personally, the most exciting part about exploring a new theme park is getting to try all of the new food. So today, I've compiled a list of the top 10 foods in the park. These are foods that I'm most hyped to try, foods that are super unique, foods that people are already raving about, and foods that have the internet going crazy. And nothing has the internet up in arms quite like the Butterbeer Crepe. So let's head right to the Wizarding World to try it out. You can find the Butterbeer Crepe at Café L'air de... You can find the Butterbeer Crepe at Café L'air de la Sirène. I killed it? Okay, good. If you couldn't guess from the name, this restaurant is a little French cafe, although it's actually not very little. As soon as you walk in, you can tell just how grand and beautiful this restaurant is. There's high ceilings, the tile work is absolutely gorgeous, the artwork in here, you can tell how much thought and time went into this restaurant, and I could see myself coming here all the time. Like, this is such a cozy vibe for a theme park quick service restaurant. Another thing that I really like about this restaurant is the menu. They're serving up more lighter style bites here, so you can find like sandwiches, soups, salads, some pastries, some nice refreshing drinks. But like I said, we are here for the Butterbeer Crepe. Now, I do have one other thing that I'm gonna be ordering that I added to our top 10 list here. I heard so many people and team members talking about how good the quiche is here. So we have 2 things from the cafe here on our top 10 list that I can't wait to try. But while we're waiting for our food here at the cafe, there is one other thing I did want to discuss. All of the quick service restaurants in this park here are gonna be kind of Minion Cafe style. If you're not sure what Minion Cafe style means, it means that you kind of have to wait in a line for a table if it's busy. For my Disney people, this isn't like Disney where you could kind of just walk into the quick service restaurant, find a table wherever, get up and order. No, this is mainly going to be mobile order. So you'll wait for a table, again, if there is a line, they'll bring you to a table, and then you'll place a mobile order on the Universal app. You'll scan a code on your table that'll have your table number, and your food will come right to your table. Okay, so all of our food has started to come out, and everything is looking very good, especially this Butterbeer Crepe here. Now, it is very large, which I'm thankful for, because this is a $20 crepe. Sorry, it is $19.99, but this is the Butterbeer Crepe. I feel like they might want to not have all this stuff in French because it's so hard to understand what it is on the menu. This is a shortbread cookie butter Bavarian cream with a Butterbeer cream, strawberries, Butterbeer drizzle, and a shortbread cookie garnish. Guys, I totally butchered that name, but I'm sorry. I'm clearly not French. I did try my best, so... but let's dig into this crepe here, the most anticipated item of the day. First bite of Epic Universe food. Okay, this is very sweet, very sweet. And I'm definitely getting all of that butterbeer flavor, but I'm also getting a little bit of mapley kind of flavor almost. There is a good portion of filling to crepe. I feel like the crepes are maybe like a little bit thicker than a typical crepe. You can see all of that filling on the inside there. I gotta take another bite to fully assess this butterbeer crepe. Sorry, crepe situation. I feel like this would maybe be a little bit better if it was served warm. I feel like these might be prepared a little bit ahead of time, and then they kind of drizzle on the toppings afterwards. So the crepes are like a little bit, kind of taste like a little bit cold, you know? And I feel like a crepe should be maybe a little bit more like crisp. But I do enjoy it, and the novelty of the dessert is there. This is going to become an instant classic here in Epic Universe. I am a fan of regular butterbeer. Actually, I don't know about regular butterbeer. I like frozen and hot butterbeer, especially hot butterbeer. Hot butterbeer is crazy. I wouldn't consider myself a massive like butterscotch person, but I do love butterbeer. Now, would I prefer to just get like a frozen or a hot butterbeer? Probably. I still prefer those methods of butterbeer consumption, and butterbeer ice cream I do think is a little bit better as well, but I would probably consider this a must-try item. It's unique to the park. You can't get this in any other Harry Potter universe, and for $20, it is very expensive for a crepe. However, this is a huge portion. There are like 2 to 3 full crepes stuffed on this plate, so this is definitely an easily shareable dessert. Like you could get this and share it with the whole family, and since it is so sweet, you only need a couple of bites. So overall, a good start to the day. Definitely a top food in Epic Universe, and like I said, it's going to be an instant classic. All right, we've got some pals here digging into the Butterbeer Crepe for the very first time.
You need some of the whipped cream.
Yeah, you need a little bit of everything. Maybe some strawberry too. Get some strawberry on there.
That's a big one.
That's a good bite. That's a solid bite right there. You like it?
It is cold, like you said.
Yeah. Get in there,
Actually,
Shannon.
it's like quite cold. I'm trying to get a lot of filling. What's that part? Wait.
That's the like butterbeer filling in there, and then you got the whipped cream on top.
I think it's good. It's sweet. It's good.
Sweet, very sweet, yeah.
Okay, but the bite. Okay, so my bite was like kind of on the end and it didn't have stuff right there, and I can taste it afterwards with just like the flour taste.
Yeah, you got to get it from the inside
go
there.
in.
But I think overall consensus on the Butterbeer Crepe, thumbs up.
I would get it again. I would get it again.
Thumbs up. Well, we just finished the Butterbeer Crepe. We still have another food on our list. This is the Quiche Lorraine. It's a savory egg custard baked in a flaky pie crust filled with bacon, Gruyere, caramelized onions, Mornay sauce, and it's served with a house green salad for $15.99. So we've got a really nice crust on the outside here. It looks to be toasted very nicely. Even on the top here, looks very, very toasty, which I like. So we'll grab ourselves a bite. Some of that sauce as well. Looks nice and moist. This looks pretty good. Quiche Lorraine. This is absolutely delicious. The first thing I tasted was that super buttery, flaky crust on the outside, and I like how there's a lot. Like, it's not just on the outside, it's also underneath. So you get a good amount of crust in each bite. And another thing I really like about this is that you could really taste each flavor and each ingredient in this dish. So you got the caramelized onions giving it a little sweetness, the bacon is a little smoky, and then you've got that the Gruyere coming through as well. The sauce on top adds an extra creaminess to this. This is really good. Really good. Whew. I dropped my quiche. I dropped my croissant. The inside of the quiche is almost like a little bit red, as if there's some tomato in there, but I don't think there is. I think that's just the extra smoky bacon, and man, this is the fact that you could get this level of a quiche at a quick service restaurant in Epic Universe is honestly crazy to me. I had a really good quiche over at the Cake Bake Shop on Disney's Boardwalk that I really enjoy, and honestly, this one rivals it, and it's from a quick service restaurant in a theme park, and it's about $10 less. So do with that what you will. This is a great thing to get. If you don't want something like overly heavy, I will definitely be getting this again, and I will definitely be coming to this cafe again. It is so beautiful in here, and they have such good food, I'm finding out, and they also have an outdoor patio, which I can imagine on a nice cool day in Orlando, maybe not in the dead of summer, but on a nice cool day, sipping on a frozen butterbeer or a hot butterbeer out there on that patio. How good would a hot butterbeer out there on that patio? People watching in the streets of France be?
In the winter?
In the winter?
Yes, in the winter, yes.
Not in August, not even now. It's still too hot right now, but this restaurant is super cozy. I absolutely love it, and I can imagine myself spending many a days here in this cafe, and this is only our first stop. We've only gotten 2 foods. We still have 8 more to go. But I think next we're gonna head into Dark Universe for a little bit of monster action here. They have some food that I'm highly anticipating. They have a steakhouse. They also have a bar that I've heard some really great things about, as well as the ride. I think we're gonna try and do all of it. But again, we've got 2 foods to get in Dark Universe. So let's hit up our first location, Das Stakehouse. What's in your bag?
What's in your bag?
Some batteries.
You want to know all of Igor's secrets?
Yes.
That's why you're being so nosy.
Yes.
Oh, like I would tell you. I tell you, then you know how to do Igor's job. And then where's Igor?
True.
Out on the street. Where's your boss? Well, I'm out on the streets anyway.
Yeah, here you are.
So I guess no harm, no foul.
Well, Igor really gave it to us on our way into Das Steakhouse here, and this is definitely one of my most anticipated restaurants of the day. I feel like I'm highly anticipating everything, but I'm really excited for Dark Universe here. So this has to be one of the many restaurants and many foods that I am anticipating the most. And man, they really spared no expense with this place. It's crazy that this restaurant and the last are just quick service restaurants. Like, these are just quick service restaurants. And the amount of detail and the attention to all these minuscule details is just fantastic. Everything from the lighting and the different lighting effects, the lanterns hanging from the ceiling, they have different props and different things to look at, and then even smaller things like just the chairs. The chairs are amazing in here. It is truly fantastic, so immersive. It makes me feel like I'm at Halloween Horror Nights, and that's what I was hoping this land would kind of give. It's like Halloween Horror Nights 365 days a year, and I am so impressed so far. As for the food at the Das Steakhouse, they've got to keep it a little bit creepy as well. I love that they stuck with the theming of having steaks, and I'm not just talking about like steaks like beef, the meat beef, which they do also have, but they have like steaks of food, like skewered food. I don't know. I just really love it. All the coloring on this food looks really good and really fits with the theming as well. So I'm excited for our third food on our list. Of course, I'm talking about the blood orange chicken sandwich. This is a flash fried marinated chicken breast with blood orange sauce, pickles, and a familiar slaw on a black bun with fries for $17.99. Well, our Sammy here is looking extra spooky, and I love how they give you an extra side of that blood orange sauce on the side to, I guess, dip your fries in. I'm glad they give it to you on the side because I'm not sure how it's going to be, but we do have some of that blood orange sauce on that chicken Sammy, and upon picking it up here, the top bun is nice and soft and fluffy, and it looks like a Krabby Patty bun. A colorful Krabby Patty bun. What were they called? I forget. But the bottom bun is kind of hard. It looks like a rock. Either way, this is going to make very interesting things happen when I use the restroom later tonight, I am sure. But this sandwich here is looking very tasty, I must admit. The slaw on the bottom, it has some like peas, like the pea pods kind of cut up in there, some carrots, I see some cabbage and stuff, and then we've got that orange sauce. I hope it's good, and some pickles. I can't wait to try it out. This black bun might actually be the death of me. We shall see. This is really trippy because when the black bun, when you bite it off, it kind of gets all over everything and it looks like your food is burnt and charred, but that's not the case. I have to remember, that is just the bun. The chicken itself is nice and crisp, a little bit on the dry side, but that blood orange sauce is kind of helping a bit. The bun itself is also like a tad dry, and then that bottom bun is pretty rock solid, I must admit. And since it is a little bit dry, I feel like I need more of that blood orange sauce. Ooh, that was goopy. Let's try it out. This should help with the dryness. That is so strange. It's honestly unlike any other sauce that I've had before. It does have a little bit of tang from that blood orange and a little bit of sweetness, but it also has a pretty decent spice in there. I did expect the flavor from the blood orange itself to be a little bit more like wow, like bang, kind of in your face blood orange, and I'm not really getting too much of that. It does add a nice moisture to the sandwich. However, I wish they went a little bit heavier on the blood orange, but I mean, I do really enjoy the theming of this chicken sandwich here. Do I think the taste is mind-blowing? Probably not. Would I consider getting it again? Yeah, I would. There's so many things on this menu here, and actually there's so many things on every menu that I kind of want to work my way through everything, and I'd probably work my way through everything before I would get this again. I wouldn't say it's like a must order, but again, I love the theming. I love like the red blood sauce. I like the black bun, although it's going to be, I don't know how much I'm going to like it later on. It's decent. It's not fantastic, but definitely fun to try. And we've got some fries here, some thick cut fries. It looks like they might have some Cajun seasoning on them. We'll go for a dunk in the blood orange. Maybe this will give us a better true flavor of the blood orange sauce. Oh. Still not super blood orangey, I would say, but the fries are good. The seasoning on there is decent. We have still got one more food on our list to try from Dark Universe, and that's going to come from the Burning Blade Tavern. And wow, what a way to walk up to this restaurant slash bar. This is incredible. They actually have the blades at the top light on fire. We just so happen to be walking up at the perfect time to catch it. I believe it happens about every 15 minutes or so because it just went off at 1:15. So if I had to assume, happens about every 15 minutes if you want to catch it. And there's no better way to walk into the Burning Blade Tavern than under the Burning Blades. That was awesome. And man, it is awesome inside the Burning Blade Tavern as well. I feel like theme parks need more places like this for adults with nice standing tables. They also have tables to sit at, but I feel like the standing tables keep it a little more casual, which I like. It's very dark and ominous in here. And you've got a bunch of different beers and cocktails to choose from if you want to grab yourself a little beverage. But aside from the drinks, they also have some small bites that you can, again, mobile order. And some of this stuff is sounding really impressive. They have like a loaded baked potato, they've got a burger, but the thing on my list, our fourth food that we're gonna be trying here today at Epic Universe is, of course, the Hunter's Garlic Steak. This is a crispy garlic butter pretzel with garlic dipping sauce for $7.99. From the moment I picked up this steak, I could just smell the garlic. This is for sure gonna keep vampires away. Isn't that what garlic does? It keeps vampires away?
Yes, it is. Yeah, girl.
This is for sure gonna do that because this is so garlicky. They say garlic pretzel and they're not joking. Like, I love garlic and this smells like there's actually enough garlic on this pretzel for me. And not only is this pretzel already loaded with a ton of garlic, Parmesan, herbs, it's also served with a side of garlic dip here. This is like a garlic butter. Ooh, again, super garlicky. This reminds me a lot of like the Domino's garlic sauce that you could get, or Papa John's, any of those pizza chains. And man, I cannot wait to try this. I love soft pretzels and I love garlic. This looks so good. Ooh, almost dipped garlic. I am genuinely shook. This pretzel is phenomenal. After one bite, I might even say this is the best pretzel I have ever had inside of a theme park before. It's so buttery and so garlicky. And the outside is also crisp. Like, this tastes like it was popped in some type of nice oven or toaster that got it nice and crispy. My plate's flying everywhere, but man, this is like next level pretzel. Holy cow. And the pretzel is honestly garlicky enough, but then you got that extra dip in there for just extra garlic flavor. Wow. I'm gonna need a piece of gum after this, but it's worth it.
I got one. So tell the girls about the mocktail.
Yeah. Tell us about the mocktail.
Dark Universe. So this is available at every single restaurant. It's called the Mocktail, and it tastes like a Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Oh, shoot.
So everybody needs to try it. It's so good.
Okay.
And there's glitter.
Oh.
Glitter.
Okay, so if you like Mountain Dew Baja Blast, come over here. You said you could get it out everywhere at Dawes Steakhouse and here?
Yep.
Okay. You guys heard it here first, folks.
I gotta tell the non-alcoholic people.
There you go. I gotta try a drink here. What do you got from
good?
What do you got from the
Cocktail.
Oh, what cocktail is that?
I don't know what it's called, but it's got.
Is it good?
Yeah, I like it.
Can't read the menu.
I think it was.
It looks like a moonshine sour, like in Epcot. That's what it looks like.
So it had limoncello, some kind of Bacardi rum that was like,
Ooh.
not dragon fruit, but close in that world.
Yeah.
Mint.
That sounds so good.
Mint. I can't remember any of it.
It's like a fruity minty beverage. You know, they had one with Aperol in there that is on my list to try next time I come.
Did you want to try it?
So subscribe for the next vlog.
Oh yes, I would love to try it.
Yeah, here, try. Blackberries in it.
Yes, it's like a blackberry moonshine sour from Epcot. I don't think I'll ever be able to stop thinking about that pretzel. I mean, even if that pretzel wasn't coated in all that garlic and Parmesan and herbs and served with that sauce, I still think it would be just a really good pretzel on its own. But then all that extra garlic on top just adds to it. Man, that was amazing. That is gonna be very hard to beat. Well, after Dark Universe, the next land we're gonna be hitting up on our top 10 foods at Epic Universe tour is Celestial Park. This is the main hub of the park. When you first walk in, you're actually in Celestial Park, and it's the only land in Epic Universe that has no IP. This is all original theming. One of my favorite parts about the land so far is the carousel right behind me. It's such a unique carousel, and it's more of a slower children's ride, but honestly, I think it's really, really cool. To me, it's like a mix of alien swirling saucers, Luigi's over in DCA, and a classic carousel. I definitely want to get on that ride at some point. It looks just like so much fun. But next up, I actually think we're going to be hitting up Pizza Moon. And obviously a place like Pizza Moon is serving up pizzas. They also have some pastas and some salads on the menu, but I must admit, there was one pizza that I had on my mind. I heard the pizza here is very good, but I saw one in particular that stood out. It was called the Lunar, and it had an ube crust on it. I love ube. I have never in my life seen a pizza with an ube crust before. Super innovative, super cool, and I was so excited to try it, but unfortunately they don't have it today, so we had to pivot a little bit.
So here we have the Trip to Vesuvio. This has salami, pepperoni, fennel sausage, roasted peppers, caramelized onions, cherry peppers, Calabrian chilies, arugula, and hot honey for $17.99.
And as excited as I was to try the ube pizza, I am very excited to try this one as well. It's almost like a personal pizza for $18. It's a little bit bigger than a personal pizza, I feel. The crust looks really nice and charred. You can see some bubbles in there. There's a lot of meat, and as you can tell, there's a lot of peppers on this pizza as well. This is going to be very spicy, or at least I hope it will. Good flop control there for a theme park pizza. Not bad. It's staying straight from New Jersey. We got to have the crust that holds its shape, and this first bite is going to have so many peppers in it.
One bite.
Good thing I got water.
One bite challenge.
As I'm kind of chewing it more, there is the spice. It's kind of hitting me in the back of the throat there. There's a ton of meat on here. There's 3 different kinds of meat. I feel like with all the meat, I'm missing a little bit of the cheese. Like, I feel like the cheese to meat ratio is way more in favor of the meat, and I wish there was a little bit more cheese. But for a theme park pizza, this is pretty dang good. I don't know if I've had better pizza in a theme park. I feel like the pizza window at Epcot might be a little bit better. This is a different style. I'll say it's better than Via Napoli in Epcot.
Whoa.
Don't shoot the messenger here. I'm not a Via Napoli fan, as you all probably know.
What? Really?
But I really like this pizza here. The crust is good, very, very crunchy.
Oh, I heard that crunch.
Nice and charred. Good char flavor as well. Yeah, just needs more cheese on this one for sure. For food number 6, we're heading out of Pizza Moon and back into Celestial Park to hit up the Oak and Star Tavern. This is the barbecue restaurant here in Epic Universe, and again, I have heard really good things about the food here, specifically the mango bread, which is number 6. That's what we're gonna get. But they have some really great looking barbecue here as well. I like how they have platters where you can kind of build your own platter with some meat, select your sides, and they all come served with mango bread. I'm hoping we could just get a side of it, but I'm not quite sure, so we're gonna go check it out. I think we're in luck. I've made my way inside, and guys, it is super cozy in here. There's tables with some amazing chairs. This is gonna be a great place to come and relax, maybe catch a nap, because these chairs look super cozy. But as I'm kind of standing here, the smell of barbecue sauce is filling the air, and I'm standing right in front of the menu board. I noticed they're gonna be serving breakfast here as well as lunch and dinner, and I noticed something on the menu called a brulee Hawaiian mango bread. So this is the same mango bread that we're gonna get, just prepared to what it looks like to be kind of like French toast mango bread. So if I like the mango bread here for lunch, I gotta come back and try it for breakfast when it's early enough. All right, guys, we were able to get a side of our mango bread here. And as soon as this was placed on the table, I don't know, it just doesn't look like I expected, I guess. But this is the side of mango bread. It comes with 2 slices for $4.99. And like I said, you could also get this mango bread with any of your meat platters that you get here at Oak and Star. This mango bread here is very sticky, and the texture of it is almost like a banana bread. It looks like a cornbread, but it feels like a banana bread, and it looks like it's been dusted with some honey on top. We've also got a side of butter, but I want to try just the bread on its own first. Okay, this is really dang good, guys. You were right. You didn't steer me wrong with this one. I don't think it really tastes much like mango. I love mango, so I would have loved a little bit more mango flavor in here. However, it's like a sweet cornbread, super moist corn cake, I would say. It's giving cornbread just in a little bit of a more fruity kind of way. And honestly, this might be even better than cornbread just because it is so moist, almost more like a banana bread or some type of banana muffin. The honey on top there adds a great sweetness. This is fantastic, and I think it's gonna be even better with some butter. So we're gonna butter on up, the butter nice and soft. I don't even think it needs it, but it might add an extra good salty flavor. It's good, but I honestly think it's better without the butter. This is blowing, it's exceeding my expectations completely. I thought it would be good, but it's great. And this is like a dessert. Like, I don't know if this is much of a side or like a bread. This is a full-on dessert. Like if I was coming here, I would get this as dessert. And I like that it's included with a lot of the meals because it's like you're getting a full meal and a little sweet treat to end off with. We are officially 6 foods down. We've been through 3 lands, so we have 2 more to go. And next up, I think we're gonna head into Super Nintendo World for foods 7 and 8 on our list.
But we have made our way into Toadstool Cafe. Now, along with Toadstool, there's a couple of snack stands here in Super Nintendo World, none of which are open today. Our main spot is gonna be Toadstool Cafe, where we're gonna be trying 2 different things. And first up, we've got the Bowser's Fireball Challenge. This is a 1-pound meatball topped with mozzarella cheese, served with mushroom marinara sauce, a Bowser puff pastry, parsley, and hot sauce on the side for $24.99.
Guys, this meatball is ginormous. I think they said it's 1 pound, and I wish it kind of came with some pasta because it's just a bowl with sauce and a meatball topped with mozzarella, and also a little dish of hot sauce here, which we will have to pour on top. And I'm hearing it's very spicy, so I did get myself a fresh DC that I have already drinking almost all of. But let's pour our hot sauce on. This is gonna be spicy, guys. Oh yeah. Uh-oh, maybe I shouldn't have poured the whole cup. Maybe that was a bad idea. Guys, this hot sauce is spicy. We're all smelling it. Like, they're smelling it from a couple chairs down here. I can actually taste it. I could taste this hot sauce. It's garlicky truffle. It might be truff. Is it truff hot sauce? I feel like it might be truff hot sauce because you could just tell, like, this is gonna be spicy. Let's cut into our giant ball. Oh, it's very hard. That's what she said. Okay, it looks like we've got some onions in there. We gotta get a piece. Yeah, you can literally cut this like a cake. I can't even cut it with a fork. Oh. Okay, here's our bite. Guys, this hot sauce, it's hot. Say a prayer for me.
The smell is very cool.
I mean, it's hot, but it's not anything abnormally hot. It smells a lot hotter than it actually is. This meatball itself, it's very tough. It's very, very tough. I was hoping it was just gonna be like a little crisp and extra fried on the outside, but then soft on the inside. I guess that's kind of difficult to do because this is ginormous. Like this is huge, so they have to probably cook it extra long, so it gets a little bit tough when they do that.
The guy in the back is just making it.
But despite the toughness of the meat, I actually think it's really good. And I think the hot sauce is really good on here. Everyone's like, they can smell it. You guys have to try this because I don't think it's as hot. It doesn't taste as hot as it smells. Like the smell, it's a little bit truffly, but I'm not fully sure that it's truff hot sauce or not. I wish there was maybe some cheese on the bottom and some pasta as well so you could soak up all of this sauce because this isn't really a full meal. It's just a giant ball of beef. But it's fun to try. Like this is another good like novelty snack, like the Butterbeer Crepe. Like this is a fun, good presentation, classic food here at Toadstool.
All right, I need you guys to get in on this meatball and let me know if I'm crazy or it's not actually as spicy. Shannon, do you like spice?
Kinda. He likes spice more than anything. Like,
Okay. It's not spicy.
that was fast.
It's not spicy at all. I could definitely use pasta to soak up because it really just, I think you nailed it. It's really just like a tough ball of meat. There's really nothing to it other than that.
Oh, Shannon's going in there. Sierra, get in there.
I do
Is
think
it the meat or is it the cheese?
No, that's the meat that's so tough. Look,
Did you see this?
the whole meatball is bending.
I think spicy.
That's not really.
There's like a little kick, but after that it's fine.
There's a kick for sure, but it's not anything. If you enjoy like a little bit of hot sauce on something, you can handle it.
100%.
It's as spicy as a
It doesn't
spicy
taste truffly,
Wendy's
though.
chicken nugget.
No truffle.
I like the smell of the marinara.
Doable on the heat level.
It's a little spicy.
It's a little spicy. I would agree with you.
I guess me and Andre just like spice. Uh-oh, she's dying over there.
Make the hot sauce, but not spicy.
Replay the clip of this and just.
All right, we are on to food number 8, the question block tiramisu. This is a tiramisu layered with coffee-soaked ladyfingers, topped with cocoa powder, and a chocolate power-up for $8.99. This dessert here is really cute. We've got like cookies on the outside. We've got the little guy on the inside. If I'm being totally honest, I should know more about this food here because I have played Mario Kart before. I've never seen any of the movies and any of the lands, but I have played Mario Kart, so I feel like I should know a little bit more about what guy is in there. Okay, let's cut open this dessert here. We'll get the cookie from the top off, cut it right down the center. Ah, look at that. Fell right in half.
That box cut out perfectly.
It really did. That was a perfect cut. All right, so we're gonna get a little bit of this tiramisu here. I do love a good tiramisu. The strawberry sauce on the plate is a weird touch to be paired with the coffee, but we'll see how this is. There's not much flavor going on here other than coffee, and I feel like there's not enough ladyfinger. Like it's a lot of that coffee kind of cream, and usually tiramisu has a little bit more of vanilla flavors, maybe even a little bit of chocolate flavor in there, but here it's just like straight up coffee. Question cookie. That doesn't really have any flavor at all. It does have a question mark taste. I'm not really sure what was going on there. This dessert is just very one note. Like there's one flavor, one texture. The ladyfingers are super soaked in that they've almost kind of congealed with the cream. So there's not really much of a textural difference because it's hard to eat the cookie, and the cookie is also soft. So it's all kind of just like eating the same thing. I don't know, we saw another dessert go by from here. It was like a Peaches birthday cake. It was like a layered, tiered birthday cake for what, like $12? We looked it up? Yeah. I feel like next time if I came here, I would probably try that instead, unless I was really in the mood for a coffee dessert. But I will have to say, out of everything that I tried today, this might be my least favorite thing that I've tried the entire day, which is kind of crazy because we've gone like 8 foods that I've tried that I've genuinely enjoyed. This one, not so much. I'd probably skip it next time. With that, we have reached our final land to explore here in Epic Universe, How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk. With that being said, we still have 2 more foods to get to. One of them is going to be in Mead Hall, the main quick service here in Isle of Berk. Here you'll find more Nordic style dishes, if you will, like grilled salmon, a harvest salad, Swedish meatballs, turkey wings, sausages, and some bunch of different like meat platters. But the highlight of this menu has been hands down the Stormfly's catch of the day. This has a cereal crumble and a chocolate mousse fish for $7.99. When they said cereal crumble, this isn't exactly what I thought they meant. However, this is way better than what I thought they meant. I thought it was just gonna be like cereal, but no, this looks more like, you know, the strawberry shortcake ice cream bars? It looks like that kind of cakey type of cereal that they use, and it looks like Fruity Pebbles. So this actually looks so much better, and I feel like this is gonna be a lot better than I actually thought it would be at first. Let's break into our chocolate mousse fish. We're going right for the face. I gotta get a ton of that cereal on there. This is gonna be good. Is this the best chocolate mousse I've ever had? No. I prefer my chocolate mousse to be a little bit more rich and kind of dark, if you will. However, this works because this is perfect for kids, and kids wouldn't enjoy it as rich as I may. So this is still good. This is a good chocolate mousse. What really sets this apart is that cereal crumble on the bottom, because again, it's not just a cereal crumble. It's mixed with almost like a cakey piece that tastes very similar to those strawberry shortcake bars. Like the cereal is just coated in that cake-like or cookie-like thing. And it's really good. That is totally what sets it apart. I like that they went the extra mile with doing that. It's really cute. It's really on theme. And I do like this dessert. I would get it again personally. Well, folks, just like that, we are down to our final food of the day. Food number 10 is coming from How to Train Your Dragon Land, as well from Hooligans Grog and Gruel. This is a spot that everyone has been talking about ever since the previews for Epic Universe started. They're serving up mac and cheese bread cones. They give off the same vibe as the bread cones over in DCA at the Cozy Cone. However, they look so much better from what I have seen. So I am very excited to close out our day with this really tasty looking snack. They have 3 different mac and cheese cones you could choose from. A more basic one with goldfish on top. They also have a PB&J cone, as well as a Dragon Fire Chicken Spire, which is like a hot chicken kind of cone. The one that sounds the most interesting to me is the PB&J, the pork, bacon, and jam cone. So that's the one I went with. This has creamy mac and cheese with barbecue harissa pulled pork, peanut bacon jam, and parsley, served in a crunchy cone for $14.49. Okay, so we actually ended up deciding to go with 2 of the cones here. So Shannon and I are gonna share. We're gonna do a taste test, and then we're gonna pass it off and try the other one. I'm gonna start with the Nashville hot chicken one here. Okay, I'm trying the Nashville hot chicken. The mac and cheese is so creamy in here, which I definitely appreciate. I've got a ton of hot chicken there. Cheers.
Going in for the PB&J. Oh, cheers. Love the PB&J.
I feel like I'm gonna like that one a little bit more. Not that this is bad, I just don't love the flavor of the chicken.
That's fair enough. It's like a pulled chicken rather than like a standard Nashville hot
It is
chicken.
pulled chicken, yeah, and it's spicy. I like the fried onions in there. They've got like good crunchy fried onions. Like I said, the mac in here is like super creamy. Oh, you spilling? Let's see if I can get a good, oh, there we go. Look at that. You see how creamy that mac and cheese is in there?
There's also a lot of topping in here. They did not skimp out at all.
This is absolutely huge. Don't love the flavor fully of the chicken, but I love everything else about this. Let's switch. Trade. Now for the PB&J.
I'm going in for the Nashville.
You got the chicken? Okay. Got all that pork on there.
Oh, I need a little more of the chicken.
This one's the winner, hands down for me. Yep.
That one.
Yep.
Okay.
And this time I'm tasting a little bit of that peanut butter as well. You can taste, it's like the slightest, just the slightest peanut butter hint. You get a little bit of sweetness in there. Again, that creamy mac.
perfect mix of sweet and savory, that one. This one's just a little spicy. It's not terribly spicy.
This
Still
is
good.
hands down the winner here. It is cone time. It is cone time. It's like toasted. We've got some everything seasoning on the bread here. It's like garlic bread.
It tastes garlicky today. That's good.
Yeah, wow.
Really good.
So they literally took like a loaf of bread, like a whole baguette, like hollowed it out, put butter, and it tastes like some type of garlic spread on the inside, and then coated it in everything bagel seasoning. I mean, what's not to love about that?
This is what the Bowser pastry that you had at Super
Yes.
Nintendo wishes it was.
Yes, exactly. And I love, Shannon was just talking about how like people were just walking around eating that. I love mobile theme park snacks. Mobile theme park snacks are the way to go. You can walk around. Oh, I just got sprayed from the ride.
You guys see that? Please tell me. Please tell me you saw
I literally just got sprayed on the ride. What the heck? Anyways, theme parks need more mobile snacks that you can just walk around and hold.
Yep.
Recently, they got rid of the Sleepy Hollow waffle. Sorry to keep making these Disney references, but they got rid of the Sleepy Hollow waffle sandwich, which was a mobile dessert, and they made it one that you have to eat with a fork and knife and sit down to eat it when there are not enough tables in theme parks. This is what we need more of. It's so much better than the Cozy Cone.
I agree.
Not so much the chicken one. I love the PB&J one, and I feel like just the plain one with goldfish is going to be a winner as well.
It's still good. I've tried that one. It is perfect because they put goldfish at the top and the bottom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pertinent information.
PB&J one, guys. Come get it. It's probably one of the best snacks of the day. Well, cheers, guys. We have officially eaten the top 10 foods at Universal's Epic Universe. We're celebrating with a drink from Celeste Tiki, the tiki bar here in Epic Universe. And this is a very strong cocktail. I've already had some. But very delicious. And this just goes to show, there is so much more food, so many more drinks in this park that we're gonna discover the more that I come back here. But before we head out for the day, there are a couple of things I wanna recap on when it comes to the food here in Epic Universe. The first thing is, the diversity of the food here is insane. There are so many different types of cuisines represented in this theme park, and I truly appreciate the diversity and the creativeness and the risks that were taken with a lot of the food here. A lot of it is very in theme, and it fits the theme so well. It delivered. It creates more of like an immersive experience than just serving up chicken tenders and cheeseburgers, and you know, that's the kind of stuff that you get at a lot of other theme parks. And I don't even think there's a chicken tender or there was a cheeseburger in Dark Universe, but I don't even think there was like a single chicken tender. And even the cheeseburgers weren't just like your basic quick service cheeseburger. They were more inventive, more creative, and like a cool take on a burger. So I don't know, I was very, very impressed by the diversity of the food and the menus. The menus at the quick service restaurants are so large. There's seriously so much more for me to try, and I cannot wait to come back and try it all. Another thing I want to talk about is the attention to detail in these quick service restaurants. Like, I was truly mind blown at the little details and just like the small things that really make these quick service restaurants so immersive. Like, truly, some of these restaurants, like, you could just sit in there and just sit in there and enjoy the ambiance. Like, literally, they are beautiful. And keep in mind, this is just a preview, so things are just gonna keep getting better and better as we go. And I am very excited to see what the future of Epic Universe has in store for us. Like I said, I will be back here very soon. I'll be here on opening day covering more food for you guys, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, shout out to all of my Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the support. If you enjoy honest food reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.